Beyonce is famous for exercising strict control over her image and her uncanny knack of making sure the entire world is interested in her every move. But she never reveals too much, keeping her private life under wraps and giving away just enough to tantalize her fans in a calculated and choreographed routine that has come to define her life in the public eye. That's how psychotherapist Diane Youdale explains the approach of the multi-award-winning singer, designer, record label owner, charity ambassador and mother of three in the Channel 5 documentary, When Beyonce Met Jay-Z. She will always have something that is calculated and choreographed on stage, that's her perfectionism, Diane said. The documentary charts the pair's stratospheric rise to success both independently and together after they became the entertainment industry's ultimate power couple. It also explores Beyonce and Jay's love story, from making it publicly official in the video for Beyonce's 2003 debut solo single Crazy in Love to their star-studded secret wedding ceremony in 2008. Beyonce has successfully navigated 2 decades in the public eye with barely a hint of scandal. Announcing her pregnancies, positioning herself as a black feminist, and even addressing Jay's infidelities in explosive fashion in her career-defining masterpiece Lemonade. The singer has done it all on her own, carefully controlled terms and always according to her own timetable. The only unexpected misstep appears to be the infamous Liftgate incident of 2014, and even that Diane says Beyonce handled with composure and dignity, pointing out that the circumstances, while shocking to the couple's fans, may well have been emotionally familiar to them. After keeping their romance under wraps, they were rumored to have met in 1999, but it's not known exactly when they started dating. Beyonce, 36, used her first solo single as a way to announce her flourishing relationship. It was just an incredible platform for their lust for each other, Diane said of the moment. Bey writhes around in a skimpy outfit, while Jay raps beside her in the music video for the track. They keep a nice distance from each other, but they are close in a number of the shots. Diane also believes that the couple would have been genuine polar opposites. A middle-class girl with a lot of talent who has had a lot of love and attention from her family to develop her talents, and there's a bit of alpha in there, may always be attracted to the naughty boy. The couple were married in a private ceremony in April 2008, but no details were revealed until years later, when footage was projected on the stage backdrop during their joint on the Run tour in 2014. Leaked CCTV footage that showed Solange Knowles attacking her brother-in-law Jay-Z in a lift on the night of the Met Gala as Beyonce watched, impassive, made headlines around the world in 2014. There was a composure and a dignity that tells me that this isn't new territory. It is potentially something that is emotionally familiar to them, Diane revealed. In paparazzi shots of the trio walking out of their New York hotel following the showdown in the lift, unaware that soon the world would see what had happened, Beyonce has a serene half-smile on her face. It was kind of a sense of her knowing how she needs to behave in this moment, Diane said. They weren't aware that the world was going to see this. This was a non-visible occurrence because the way they switch when the door opens and they become public property again tells me there is something quite familiar, not rehearsed, but it's not shocking territory to them, Diane adds. But a composed statement did follow several months after that said they had all worked through their issues, and no mention of it was made again until Jay-Z's 2017 album 444, where he not only admitted to his infidelity, but the fight with his sister-in-law Solange. And on February 1, 2017, Beyonce, who had been unusually quiet since the release of her mega-hit Lemonade album the previous April, returned to Instagram. The snap showed Beyonce wearing a green veil seated in a bed of flowers, wearing nothing but her underwear to expose a substantial baby bump, and in the caption was the cherry on the cake, it was twins. It became one of the most liked Instagram posts ever with over 11 meters of those tiny red hearts, giving Beyonce yet another accolade to add to her long list. Much like many musicians before and after her, Beyonce has used her music to reinvent herself and put out the message of her choosing. After leaving Destiny's Child behind for her solo career, the Dangerously in Love album announced her new musical direction as well as her love for Jay-Z. B-Day meanwhile was a celebration of girl power after her role in Dreamgirls' I Am. Sasha Fierce was a double album revealing the two sides to the singer, and 4 was a rallying cry to the sisterhood with its smash hit Run the World, Girls. In contrast, the surprise drop of the self-titled Beyonce in 2013 was a love letter to Jay, but also a feminist exploration of sex, love and relationship issues. It wasn't until 2016's Lemonade that Beyonce actually revealed the vulnerable side, with lyrics that referenced her journey from anger and heartbreak to forgiveness in the wake of her husband's infidelity. She added her significant voice to the Black feminist movement with her Super Bowl performance of Formation, a deliberate ode to the Black Panthers.